Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 22nd of November. My name's Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Peer.
And Gary, so nice to have some cool weather.
Yes.
2 days of summer, Sunday, Monday, in
Wasn't
the
it
30s.
stinking hot, Phil?
It was unbelievable.
Running around in the suit's no fun, is it? You need a white shirt, don't you?
Well, you do need a white shirt. Otherwise, what happens, Gary, on a Sunday when you're auctioning and you're perspiring like the, well, I won't say what you like.
And what you don't?
Well, you're pretty revolting when you sweat.
Thank you.
No, you are. I mean,
you smell just like a flower.
It's a well-known industry fact that when you sweat, you are quite disgusting. But on Sunday, I went through 3 shirts on Sunday, all white shirts, because it was just so hot. So good to have some cool weather again.
That must have been a good look. So I'm wondering about the person that picks up those 3 shirts and how they're feeling about you at the moment.
Or you tell them that those go into one of those
sealed bags or something. That's right.
The guy with the white suit.
Exactly right. Yes. Like something out of Breaking Bad.
Anyway, that's enough about personal hygiene.
Big weekend.
Yeah, well, we forgot about that. It was nasty. Let me shake your hand.
Congratulations.
The hand of an almost winner.
Almost winner, yeah.
Well, I've got to tell you, if you think about how many weeks in a row now have we hit 90% plus?
I think was it 92 or 93%?
92%.
Put those towers up against the industry average. What's the industry average?
74%, Gary.
Okay, pretty good. Well done, industry.
Viewers, I just want to point this out. The industry really for the last few months has been chugging along at a 74-75% clearance, which is good.
Very
sign
strong.
of a very healthy, strong market, Phil. But we have just been pumping it out at 90, 92, 95%.
Gotta love that.
For months and months now. So as we said to our sales team in a training session a couple of weeks ago, we have the most fantastic system. If they bring the property in, we will put it through our system, and out the other end it will come with a sold sticker and very happy clients at the end.
If you bring the auction, the buyers will come through us anyway.
Are you going to talk to us now, Gary, about some of the highlights from the weekend? Because
I think we should.
I've got to tell you, I did 10 auctions on the weekend, and there were some thumpers.
You did? I did. I think I might have done just as many auctions, Phil. That includes a few charity auctions I did at the school fete on Sunday, but we won't talk about that. Let's talk about some of the incredible results. Phil, 22 Lidston Street, Murrumbeena. Now, Leo Samuel auction that one. Sold for $1,365,000. We're loving it in Murrumbeena.
Well, Gary, I did watch him do that auction.
Is that right?
Yep. I went out there because my executive assistant, Natalie, had that in my diary as a 10:30 auction I was doing.
Oh, is that right?
So, of course, I'm up and about.
And you've forgiven her, of course.
I arrived...
Actually, she's not in today.
I arrived there, and Leo's got himself all set up, and I said, what are you doing? And he says, there was a change of auction time, so could have had a sleep in on Saturday morning. Natalie?
Well, you know Natalie's parents watch this show, Philip, so be kind to Natalie. But
Natalie is fabulous. We love her dearly, but we do have something to talk about.
And Seek.com's been going overdrive on her system there, Phil. No, that's not true. We love you, Nat. Don't go anywhere. Put up with him a bit longer, and I think it's good to mess him around a bit. Let him go to other places. It's good.
It was actually good. I rewind that because
now you're going to thank Natalie.
First,
giving her a hard time. Now
I'm going to thank her because essentially I got to watch Leo do an auction. And I've got to tell you, he is a seriously good auctioneer.
Very good.
Seriously
very good.
He's got charisma, he's got style, and the crowd really does warm to him, Gary.
So they should. Why
it's great.
Phil's talking about good auctioneers. Jeremy Rosens goes okay as well, doesn't he?
Oh, better than okay.
Ackland Street, St Kilda, we thought we'd get around the mid-6s for that. Lo and behold, 757, 500, Phil.
Do you know what? I love the fact that, Gary, that we're now doing multiple auctions on the half hour. So at 10:30 we might have triple auction action. But you know what? The public can see a complete cross-section of us as auctioneers. But also, I love the fact that we're in Murrumbeena selling a double-fronted weatherboard home. We moved to Ackland Street where we're selling a 2-bedroom apartment. So we're covering all aspects of real estate, Gary, and I'm loving it.
And while that was going on, Phil, I was in Brighton.
Oh, Brighton, were you?
I love it in Brighton, Phil, and I was at this
you
fantastic...
You are so a fish out of water in Brighton.
No, I'm not. They love me.
Our brand's very strong there. But, you know, when you arrive, you are the most non-Brighton
it's not
person.
True, Phil. They love me there. They love me. I'm going for Mayor of Brighton. Phil, Cochrane Street. And now, how about this for a story? Lady walking past.
A lady walking past. Not such a story so far.
No, it gets better. Wait.
You would have to.
If you let me finish. A lady walking past stops. Says, hey, this looks all right. She says.
And she's talking about the auctioneer?
No, it wasn't, unfortunately.
Because that's a Brighton thing.
That would be, maybe so. But walks in, Phil, says, this looks all right. And then she says, I missed out buying a property 10 years ago. I've always regretted it. I'm going to buy this. And that's it.
Yeah, it's a great story.
Isn't that great?
She was literally just walking past.
But it gets better. There was another party who also was driving past.
Right.
And they stopped and wanted to buy it as well. So there you go.
I've got to tell you, it's obviously very easy selling real estate in Brighton.
It must
you really don't even need an advertising campaign. Just put up an auction flag.
Absolutely. That's all you need. So we've got Murrumbeena, St Kilda, Brighton, and you then in Paran, Williams Road. I hear that was a pretty good auction. Phil, sold for $910,000.
Property.
A great property. You had some good competition there?
We did.
Phil, Hammerdale is undisclosed, but I know that went really well.
Big crowd there, Gary, because
crowd.
really, whilst the price is undisclosed, fair to say it's under $1 million.
Yep.
And anything under $1 million in that $800 to $1 million price range is seriously hot. Because $1 million really, Gary, is like $500,000 yesterday.
In the old days, Phil, we started Sunday and all were on
$3 million is the new $2 million, $2 million is the new $1 million, and orange, Gary, is the new black. You've been watching that show?
I don't know about orange, but I know about Orong, Phil, because we auctioned there on Sunday morning at 10:30. I had the auction honours on that property, Phil. Undisclosed price, but good competition, good fight.
Yep.
And congratulations to the buyers.
Speaking of this whole undisclosed, Gary, we've said it on GPTV before, but
it's not our choice.
It's not our choice. We will pay respect to the buyer, we'll pay respect to the seller if they want it undisclosed. But here's really how silly it is, because you get 100 people at an auction, and they're all on their smartphones, texting, FaceTiming, making phone calls. So that 100 people go away, and as sure as anything, that afternoon they've told 2 or 3 people. So by the evening, 1,000 people know. By the next day, 10,000 people know. And by the end of the week, all of Australia knows the undisclosed price. So can I just implore you, if you're a vendor or a buyer watching this show, can we have enough of this non-disclosed price? It's meaningless. This is the day of social media, Gary. Like that, the world knows everything.
Great speech, but nothing's going to change. But good effort, Phil. Glen Ira Road was 444B Glen Ira Road.
Just want to get that message out there.
That was good. That was also undisclosed, but a record price for the property type, Philip, in Glen Ira Road.
Gary,
so what a shame
we've got some footage. We've got some footage. We had about 150 people inside. I want to shout out to Michael Wald Architecture, and I want to shout out to Afir from Olive Constructions, who yet again have pulled off record prices. And they pull off record prices, Gary, because they produce fantastic product.
They get a good team to sell them for.
Well, there's no question there ain't no yin without yang, Gary.
There ain't no indeed. Very, very, very profound, Phil. Findon Avenue, another record price.
Another undisclosed,
but well done to you.
I've got to tell you, we had, whilst it's undisclosed, it did sell for many hundreds of thousands of dollars over the reserve price, Gary. We had 2 buyers literally standing within a metre of each other, and it just went 10, 10, 10, 10,
breathing
10,
on
10.
Each other. Hey, talking about breathing on each other, I went to Costco late yesterday. I got you those mints to sort out that breath of yours.
Do you know what? I've been bagging Costco at our auctions.
I love Costco.
Well, I know you love it. What is it? Tell me, and we might get a sponsorship deal from Costco. But what is it that you love about Costco? Because seriously, you know, you save. There's no question it's cheaper. I get that.
Well, that's a
but
start.
you spend an hour getting there, an hour coming back. So that's 2 hours of your valuable free time. So you don't get a lot of free time, Gary.
No, I don't.
So how is it possible that you want to spend your free time at Costco? What is happening at Costco that I don't know about?
You know what? It's like
is there a racetrack at Costco?
It's like a good thing. They sell everything.
Is there a casino?
I'm looking for the racehorses.
Is there a casino at Costco?
Well, I tell you what, they sell everything at Costco. You don't understand. Have you ever been?
I've been once.
Oh, well, so now I walk out, right? And they tag everything when you walk out. And I don't even want to tell you how much I spend. Well, they check everything off, right? Not everything off.
As you walk out,
as you walk
they
out,
don't
there's
trust
someone
you.
there. No,
so
well,
they're
they
very
make
untrusting
sure.
places. There's a lot of theft going on.
I don't know.
Or is it just you? They check.
They walk past and they say, maybe it is. They walk past and they say to you when you leave. I said, make sure you've got everything accounted for. I'd like every single item. I'm joking a little bit. Every single item accounted for, right? And
do they strip search you?
Anyway, no, they don't. But
there's a guy come out with some gloves.
No,
and
but they said to me, we have to make sure that the body's accounted for as well. And I've said to them, well, no, the body is actually not accounted for. It's in the coffin that was for sale just on the way out.
Are you telling me they sell a coffin?
I'm not joking. There is a coffin on the way to the exit.
Have you ever seen anybody walk out with a coffin?
I've got to wipe my nose, Philip. Don't do that at GPTV often. But no, I haven't seen anyone walk out with a coffin. But it's kind of your last parting thought. I don't know whether that's great marketing. It's like you've had your whole life in Costco, and then you've walked out, and there's something that symbolises the end of your life. So
that's fantastic.
It's a bit freaky.
Well, shout out to Costco if you are watching, Mr. and Mrs. Costco.
Anyway, I got you the mints.
We'd like a discount on those mints that Gary's bought.
I gave you the mints, so you give it a go.
Nothing worse than an auctioneer with dog breath.
We're a pretty savoury couple, between my sweat and your breath. You want to wait, anybody would do business with us. Bertram Avenue or Bertram Street sold really well.
It did?
It is not undisclosed. It sold for well in excess of, tell us about it.
Well, the reserve was just under $1 million, I think. And we had 2 buyers go hammer and tong again, a trademarked expression.
Exactly right.
hammer and tong, and we sold it for 1,200,000. Yeah,
1.2.
Huge result.
Well done to you,
good property
Phil.
though. Really good property.
A smorgasbord of
Shout
fine
out to
offerings.
Leon Gusenfitter and his team who handled that beautifully.
I think one of the things that we should also maybe talk about is there's been an article printed about our partnership in the paper, which I thought was quite interesting to bring up. So we'll put it on the screen and scroll through it if you want it. If you're interested in, you can actually freeze it.
We'll put it on our.
It's on now.
No, we'll put it on our Facebook page.
No, but it's on now.
If you haven't liked us on Facebook, can you please like the Gary Peer Facebook page, because there's a lot of interesting material.
I'm going to
like our life story that's there for reading. So
we're going to scroll it through now, Philip, because people can actually, while we're talking, it's scrolling, and people want to, they can go slowly through it because we're going pretty fast. But it's a little bit about our story, which is quite funny.
We do have the most delightful story.
It is a good story, isn't it? I think so.
It's a story of friends, it's a story of romance, it's a story of financial success, it's a story of financial failure.
Ups and downs and thrills and spills and highs and lows and everything else. But anyway, it was quite interesting to see that one printed.
Good to see that the domain is starting to print.
And thank you for Stella, who went under the radar a little bit and put that story through for us.
And a shout out to the team at Domain, that lovely people at Domain, Gary.
They are lovely.
And certainly we do work very effectively with them.
Shall we talk about this weekend's auction? Because I'm excited to talk about where we are now, and that sort of rounds up for the weekend. But we have 17 auctions this week over 7 suburbs, including shop and little places, big everything.
Yep, all over the place. Different descriptions of real estate, Gary. But you would like me to talk about where we are at the moment?
No, but you're going to probably. But we should save it to the end, or do you want to go now?
No, I'm going to get into it now. I can't sit here any longer in this most magnificent house in the heart of the Golden Mile. Gary, 3 best streets in Caulfield North are Howard, Lamia, Aruna.
Now, I think Findon's in the top.
Yeah, I said the 3 best streets.
Okay.
Right, so you can't now throw in Findon because that's 4 best streets.
Oh, okay. I lost
so the
my
3
count
best
there.
streets.
I never stayed in school long enough to get to 4.
Just let me finish this. Howard, Lamia, Aruna. Having said that, Lamia is in the middle of the 3 best streets. Sorry, Lamia is in the middle of the 3 best streets.
We're in the Golden Mile. We're rambling. We're in the Golden Mile.
And here we are in the most magnificent house.
And what did you think the first time you walked in this house? Because I want to tell you what I thought.
Okay.
But you go first.
So here's the thing. Yeah. You approach this house and you know it's lovely because it's got a lovely look from the outside, but it's quite low-key from the outside.
Isn't it, Philip?
But as you come up the path, it's got this grand sense of entrance through these security doors. And as soon as you walk in, you feel completely at peace because it has a strong Oriental aesthetic, this, Gary.
Yes.
I know those are 2 big words for you, but
I didn't understand either.
It's got a sense of calm. It's got a sense of wonderful feng shui here, Gary.
Yes.
But you walk in and this home just opens up into the garden, and the garden is something straight out of a design magazine.
When I walked to the back here, I thought I was in one of the most magnificent homes in the world, maybe in Japan, because it has a bit of a Japanese feel to it, Philip.
Well, Gary, you've never been to Japan, but I will concur with you. I will concur with you because I have been to Japan, Gary, and I would agree with you totally.
How was the food in Japan? You didn't like it?
Having said that, in Japan, Gary, a big property is one that's on about 300 square metres of land.
That's right.
Here, we are almost 4 times that size.
Yep.
So we've got the most magnificent home that has been beautifully renovated, but complemented by the most extraordinary garden, Gary. So I'm looking forward to the auction here.
You can live in luxury and tranquility. Take us through some of the features of the home, Philip.
Well, Gary, I think we've pretty much covered that, but if you want me to talk more about this home and give this home more coverage, as I think we should, you've got the most beautiful combination of formal and informal entertaining areas. We're back in the kitchen meals family room, which it's like sitting in this wonderful glass box. The outside's coming in and it's just glorious. The main bedroom, Gary, like checking into the suite of a luxury hotel, and certainly that bathroom, you wake up in the garden. Now, I think I've done that, Gary. I think that's enough.
Well,
we've got to move on to other properties.
We're here at Sunday at 3:30, Philip. We'll go run it through very quickly again, but let's start off with our shop, Phil, because we're in Poth Road, Murrumbina.
We are.
Check out this terrific shop. Leo Samuel has the auction honours of this one. This one's coming up on Thursday, Phil, just in a couple of days' time.
And Gary, as you start to age, and you are aging quite badly, but as you start to age, this is a property that has a hair extension business.
Oh, is that right?
Although looking at your eyebrows today, I reckon when you start to go bald, you could just take some of your eyebrows and staple them to your head.
Well, mate, I think I need to lend them to you because I think you'll be going bald for me.
No.
Is that a haircut or is it just a recession?
No, it's a haircut.
No, but I reckon, who do you reckon is going to lose their hair first between you and me?
Do you know what? I think the facts of the matter are that we're probably both going to keep our hair.
I think we probably are. We're quite lucky from that point of view.
That's about the only thing we've got going for us.
That's exactly right.
So moving on, Gary.
Not that there's anything wrong with those politically challenged people out there.
Can you move it on, please?
The Avenue. have a look at this home, Phil. This is a beauty. When Limor and Nikki listed this, they were clicking their heels and singing the praise of his house. What a magnificent home.
Gary, shout out to Nikki and Limor because they listed this property under strong competition, and I'm excited that they've listed it for this Thursday at 6:30.
Yep.
I think we better have the coffee truck there, Gary, and I think we should serve champagne. So viewers, come along and see Twilight Auction because that is the most magnificent double-fronted period home with the most extraordinary renovation.
You've got a quiet Saturday, Philip, but we are going to get you out to Hyatt in the morning, Port Street.
We are, Gary, at Port Street, number 1 Port Street. Now, this is a really good livable home, but it's also on a site subject to council approval that I would think would make an interesting development site. So great deep value because you get a home and or a development site for the price of one.
Just part of our triple auction action Saturday 10:30, Philip. We're also off the planet in Venus Street. Take us through this one.
You're My Venus, Gary.
Oh, thank you very much.
What is that song?
You're My Venus. It was originally... it was remade by Bananarama, but it was called Venus, and it was originally by Shocking Blue. It took me just a moment to get there.
That's incredible.
Shocking Blue originally.
You've got the most extraordinary brain for trivia.
I have.
What a shame you never applied your brain to quantum physics, Gary. Anyway,
to get quantum physics, like I know what that is.
Venus Street, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. A great opportunity to get into the market.
Great spot there, Philip. Victory shall be somebody's when they buy this property in Victory Street, Murrumbidgee at 10:30. Philip Lee or Samuel auctions.
Gary,
in his hood.
viewers, get down to this property because this is a great part of the world. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, plenty of car parking, plenty of garden area, and a great opportunity to get into the market.
Jeremy Rosens has 2 auctions on Saturday, Philip. Chapel Street is the second one. There's been a lot of interest shown in this fantastic older style apartment.
So there should be, because it's stunning on the
spunky
outside.
Place, isn't it?
Seriously,
can you say spunky?
You can if you're a 1960s, 70s man, Gary. If you want to stick with the 21st century, I wouldn't use that term anymore. This is 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. Stunning on the outside, but even better inside. It really is a great part of the world.
I've got a number of auctions on Saturday. You won't see them on our list though, Philip. Do you know why?
Why?
Because they're at the St Joseph's School Fete. So I am the School Fete auctioneer now. I'm sick of houses. I'm just going to auction Carlton jumpers, jewellery, dresses, as I did on the weekend. What else did I auction? A DJ
make sure you get some footage, Gary.
I probably should, I can do that.
That's good publicity to see that we're doing our bit for the community.
Not sure it pays that well, but it's good fun.
I don't think it pays at all, Gary.
Let's go to Sunday, Philip. Oron Crescent, part of triple auction action at 10:30 a.m. Jeremy Rosens again.
And this is
the
a
auction on
big apartment, Gary. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space. Stunning. Check out the courtyard. This courtyard is incredible. And courtyards, as we saw on the block, Gary, courtyards do add value to properties. And this one's got a courtyard that's straight out of the block.
Pine Street, Philip.
Speaking of the block, a lot of people watch the block. I've had the most obscure people say they saw me on television.
Well, last week, straight after the block, we walked through a house.
How funny was that?
In Gordon Street. We're selling a lovely property in Gordon Street, by the way, looking for a townhouse there. But we walked through, and it's just being built, and there's a guy there with a nail gun going, get it. He looks down and goes, hey, mate, you on the block last week?
No,
I thought that was very funny.
Incredible.
But you have had some recognition from that, haven't you, Phil?
I have, Gary. You never know. I might just be discovered. Pine Street, Gary.
As what?
I don't know. Home number 3 at 21 to 23 Pine Street, Caulfield, goes to auction. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. We love these villas because they always sell well.
They sure are. They're fantastic. Raymond Grove has been very popular, Philip. It's a great address. A little known, it's quiet tree-lined avenue, Philip.
It is.
Just off Hawthorne Road, not far from North Road. Take us through this great looking home.
Brighton Shopping Centre there. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 2 car spaces, 650 square metres of land. That is a great property, Gary, and I think we've got quite a bit of interest in it.
We have. We love it at Hawthorne Road, Phil. Sold 2 properties there on Sunday.
We did.
I was the auctioneer for both of those. Hey, one of those auctions, by the way, it was unbelievable because the person that bought that was the underbidder at another property that was sold for
almost 3 times its price.
Yeah, so a guy's missed out on something for circa 2.5 million. I won't say which property. Then he's gone and he's bought something for about a third of the price.
Which is what I love about this business. It's always full of surprises. Hawthorne Road, what a wonderful apartment this is. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1 security car space. Stunning inside and a really good-looking building. I love that building.
I've got the honours of auctioning this great house. I'm so excited.
I can't believe that. I wanted to auction that.
You don't get to. I do it with Glenn Bricker. And this is a great home in Inglewood Road. I'm loving this.
Gary, this is a stunning property. 3 or 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, double lock-up garage, right slap bang opposite the second best park in Melbourne. The number one park, of course, Royal Botanic Gardens. Hard to argue with that. But I claim, and I say, Gary, forthrightly on this show, that Caulfield Park is the second best park in Melbourne.
And I'm not going to argue with you, Phil.
No.
That's for sure. Phil, we move on from Caulfield Park area to Princess Park area, another fine park, not far away from...
Yes, it's the third best park in Melbourne.
Exactly right.
The number one park is Royal Botanic Gardens, the number two park is Caulfield Park, and the number three is Princess Park.
And the number four is the Garden here in Glumere Road.
Correct.
Let's move on, because like a park, 37 Bacara Road. Phil, take us through this great property.
What a stunning house, Gary. This is incredible. 5 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, double lock-up garage. Check out the back room with its raked ceiling. It's just stunning. Love that home. Love that address. North side of the street, Gary, north facing that garden too.
I'm not sure what the price range you see now, but Philip, everything in Caulfield South now, family home, they're all north of $2 million.
It's incredible.
Aren't they?
2 million is the new 1 million, and orange is the new black.
Nelson Street is the new development that we're going to be selling in Phil. I've got 2 apartments here. I'm excited. A 1 bedroom and a 2 bedroom. Meeting Raffy Joffe and excited to be selling
Gary,
those.
I love that spot because you've got the choice here of a 1 bedroom or a 2 bedroom apartment.
Yep.
But you know, when you buy there, you've got the Balaclava train station, you've got Carlisle Street, you've got you're in the heart of Balaclava, St Kilda East, and it really is the most fabulous building, the most fabulous position.
Could you be in a better location if you wanted an investment or a young person?
You couldn't, Gary. You just couldn't.
Yep.
You couldn't. And imagine if I said you could. That would just kind of put a dampener on all of that, but you couldn't.
We'd probably edit it out of the show. Philip, 17 Oak Crescent. Now, that is a very, very good street, isn't it? Because it doesn't change hands very often. It's a lovely little curvy street, Philip.
It is.
And this looks like a home that hasn't been sold for a long time.
It hasn't, Gary. They've been there for 35 years. These people, lovely people that they are, but they have been just terrible for real estate.
No.
You know,
very selfish.
We like you all to sell once every 7 years at least. 3 to 5 years. These people have been there for 35 years. They've actually cost us 5 commissions. In fact, we'll have a chat with the vendors after the auction to see whether we could multiply the commission by 5. I'm sure they'll be in total agreement.
Take us through the home now.
Stunning period home, Gary, that's been modernised and done well. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, double garage, gymnasium, beautiful, quiet, peaceful back garden. A stunning property.
This property in Kooyong Road's also stunning, Philip. I love this Tuscan feel. This is a magnificent.
Have you ever been to Tuscany, Gary?
No, you have.
No, I haven't.
Haven't you?
I'm thinking about going next year.
You want to go?
I'm thinking about doing it.
I might join you.
Yeah, okay. We'll do a bicycle. Let's do a bicycle tour through Tuscany.
You like Lycra, don't you?
I've got to tell you, viewers, I like to dress up in Lycra. I do.
I'd be happy on a tracksuit. But
in fact, I might do an auction one weekend, Gary, in the tightest Lycra I can find.
That'll be your last auction. Phil, 1-204 Kooyong Road. Take us through this great looking property.
And they don't call me Big Phil for nothing, Gary. Okay. What did you want me to take you through? You wanted me to take you through this?
That's a great myth, that one.
Kooyong Road.
Self-perpetuated myth.
Well, you've got to put your best stories out there. 4 bedrooms.
The biggest stories out there.
3 bathrooms, double lock-up garage. And you're right, Gary, this one does has a sense of presence. Yeah. It is a beautiful home. I remember you bought this for the client a number of years ago.
I did. I remember that too.
And she's loved living there, and it's really got one of the best floor plans, the best quality that you will see. Love that property. Looking forward to the auction.
Vendor sells with a heavy heart, not surprised, but a great opportunity for somebody's new home, Philip. And then we finish off at 3:30 back here in this magnificent estate.
Yes.
In Lumere Road, which we're so excited to represent. Again, vendors have stayed here for a long time
because it's got a strong Japanese aesthetic, Gary. Yeah. What about I dress up in a kimono?
I think you should learn some Japanese, and maybe we should have a bidding board in Japanese as well as English.
Well, I think it's more appropriate to have one in Mandarin these days, Gary. So it's all good.
And I've 3 boards.
I've got to tell you, Gary, love this house. I've said it before, but I love it. Gary, probably a long episode, viewers. I hope you've got stuck into it, though, because there's lots happening. And as I said a couple of days ago, only 3 main auction weekends to go before the end of the year.
There's a lot going on in the market, so if you want to sell...
We're going to have a huge finish to the year, but we're already signing auctions up for February, March of 2017.
So jump on board on the Express, the GP Express, and we are looking forward to keep you involved and informed as to what's happening in the exciting spring real estate market of 2016. Lots of bidders, lots of buyers, great clearance. Probably not as many properties as we'd like, but the ones that are out there are exciting and are great opportunities for you. I'm Gary Pearce.
I'm Philip Kingston. Have a great week.
Bye.